Missing the new character, because I mean, why not? Also, freaking thick! No, not really. But yeah, you did like her character design, so we'll probably go that route. I started mine. You start yours?
Mine and my
You did,
audio is
okay.
included in yours.
And mine is included in yours. So we're back! After what, 3 weeks? 4 weeks?
This is...
No, 3 weeks.
We did 2
right?
weeks of Warframe. And this...
But didn't we not stream the weekend before? Or something?
Did we not?
I know we had a break. I can't remember if the break was before Warframe, like the weekend before Warframe, or if that was the week. I can't remember. I can't remember when our break was. We had a break at some point.
I didn't know we had a break. This is news to me.
I thought we did. Excuse me as I just parry this filthy casual down the stairs. So, I need to summon in on yours, right?
Yep.
Oh, that hitbox. Okay. Let me run back down here, and then I'll throw my subs down.
Oh yeah, so did you see
I hear
Iron
clicking behind
Pineapple
me, I
did
really
2
don't like-
more
No!
videos about, little-known Souls-likes?
I didn't know I saw one got posted. Did he post a second one?
Yeah.
When was the second one?
I
Was it, like,
didn't actually
shortly
see
after
when
the
it
first
was.
one?
He played Bright Memory, though. Seemed to like it quite a bit.
That's I mean, that has Dark Souls references. I don't know if I'd put that as a Souls-like.
He justified it as, there's a melee weapon and there's a dodge. So it counts.
Okay. Alright, sure. If that's what we're gonna go with, I guess. Alrighty. Red Memory's pretty good. I can't wait for that to come out.
Yeah.
Alright, so I got a freaking technical rant. Not a technical rant. Technical question that may be into a rant. So did
Oh,
you...
boy.
were you prompted to update your drivers anytime in the past, like, few days?
I don't believe so, but I'm pretty sure mine are set to update automatically.
Okay. Well, first off, I don't think I have that setting, because if it'll just update you to whatever the prototype build is, and I didn't want that. So,
You can
as a
set
result,
it to update to the
I was two
release build
updates
automatically.
behind.
Okay.
You might be able to. I don't know. I just didn't look at it. So I was 2 updates behind, right? All fine, because I got prompted because I want to do Monster Hunter World with Ray the other day, and I was like, oh, I'm 2 updates behind. Look at that. I'll just go ahead and update him. So updated drivers, right? First day was fine. All worked okay. Had no problems, no issues. It went along smoothly. Next day, turned on my computer. Both of my screens started having seizures.
Excellent.
I thought, this is amazing. I'm so glad this is now turned into a toaster. So I went through and like, you know, was like, what's going on? I can only assume this is because of the drivers, right? Because that's the most recent thing that's been updated. And I found that so after the drivers and like after this whole glitch thing, I saw, oh, there's a Windows update. I guess maybe I have to update, you know, Windows and the drivers. Maybe there's some sort of conflicting thing of that, or the drivers being too new, but the operating system's old, or whatever. So updated Windows, automatically booted me into safe mode.
Nice.
When it did a reboot, I was like, well, that's not good. And so it rebooted me into safe mode without networking, so I had no internet connection. And because of that, it wouldn't take my PIN as a password to get into my account. It took my password, except that it didn't take my new password. It took my old password from 4 years ago, because that's the last one that it had on record for some reason.
Oh boy.
I only figured this out after I tried to change my password on my Microsoft account through my phone, and when I tried to re-log in, it was like, no, password's wrong. I was like, well, why is it wrong? And it's like, oh, wait a minute. Because it can't connect to the internet, it can't update itself to say, hey, he just changed his password.
Ow. I forgot this guy exists. Sounds like you've had quite a bit of fun.
Cue a compilation of me. I just died because I'm not paying attention.
Don't do
Cue
that.
a compilation of me screaming in the party Because I was with Dom and Stark while all this was happening. Cue a compilation of me screaming at my computer for the next hour and a half and threatening its life because I can't figure out which of my passwords it used from 5 years ago.
Am I being invaded?
Are you really being invaded right now?
I can't rest. I can only assume I'm being invaded.
I'm gonna throw my whites upside down again.
I'd appreciate that quite a bit.
But yeah, so that was my 2 hours leading up to going to bed last night because all I wanted to do was play some Monster Hunter, and the computer's like, nope.
Sounds like you had no end of fun.
It works now because I eventually got it to like reconnect to the internet, at least to update the password so I can get back out of safe mode. But I can't. I don't know. You know when you right click and it brings up the little drop down, and the thing at the top is AMD Radeon software. Whenever I click that, it doesn't do anything. So I don't know. I don't know what that means, but I can't bring up the control panel anymore.
Oh, also, I looked away from my screen, so if I've been invaded in the last half a minute, I probably don't know it. Aren't I just the best Dark Souls player there is? Oh, and those...
Oh, don't worry, I died to this guy immediately, so, you know.
From them.
Hey, turn around, turn around. Oh wow, they're lagging really hard. Ooh, I'm watching them frame skip all the way down these stairs. That's an interesting experience. I can't even begin to describe how unpleasant an experience Dancer is going to be.
What? For me, though. Shouldn't I be the host?
Do what? Oh. I was wondering if you aren't you the host. I don't know. It's probably just a connection issue with the server. Let's just hope it doesn't kick us out this time.
This will be fun.
I know, right? Can't freaking wait. Alright, let me pull up your other thing. Your stream. Because I don't have... I just have mine pulled up at the moment.
I had yours pulled up, and then I decided, you know, I'm apparently having network lag. I should probably not stress it any more than I have to.
Yeah, we'll pull it up for now. We'll see what happens. If it starts becoming too taxing, then I'll just I'll take it down. I don't think it'll be that big of an issue though. Man, seeing how freaking frustrating it's gonna be for my own personal IT problems, I cannot wait to do that in the future. I know I'm gonna at some point. I know I'm gonna run into the Charlie of internet problems of it's just like all technology hates you for these 3 weeks and there's nothing you can do about it, and it's gonna suck. Fireball, please. Oh, the backstab frames. I missed you. I wish you were still present in Sekiro. All the fireball flinch. So, do we... So, I saw that, Not I saw it. So Stark got his PS4, right?
Uh-huh.
I think a week ago or 2 weeks ago. And
2 weeks, I think,
pining to
was
play...
when he mentioned it.
Yeah, he's been pining to play, freaking Bloodborne.
Okay.
So my... Aldrich Beast. Oh no. My question to you is, do you want to join when we do that? And is that something we want to consider streaming when he's gonna sell music?
Sure.
Okay. Well, okay, yes to which?
Both. Like, I'm glad to join. We can figure out if we want to stream when at the time.
Okay. Because I'm pretty sure it can have 3 people consistently in all the maps.
Okay. If we can get it to work to begin with.
Yeah.
Okay, how do I open the big front door?
Oh, you push the lever in the little side room.
Side.
Go all the way up to the door and then immediately on your left.
Okay. But yeah, I'd be up for that.
Yeah, I figured you wouldn't have a problem with it, but...
I have 8 Estus. Do we just want to go ahead and go into Alt and fight Aldrich?
Yeah, sure, why not? I only have one, but let's do it.
Well, this'll go well.
Hopefully he'll do the typical, he targets the host and nobody else. Eldritch Devourer of Gods. Oh, that was a lot of damage, okay. Oh, there goes my 1 Estus, freaking 4 seconds into the fight, thanks.
Oh, that's arrows! Bye.
Target him, target him, target him. Oh no, this is the wave. Okay, got it. Why?
You're not looking so good.
Let's use this thing. Do I have fire? I don't have fire, do I? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm dead. Alright, cool.
Well, don't do that. What's he doing?
Man, what
That's
if
what
I had
he's
a
doing.
choice?
I'm
He's gonna
dead.
use big sweep. Nice.
Yeah, he was already finished by the time you said that.
Big sweep time. Alright, let me equip. Let me, like, clean out my freaking rotated, my little hotbar. Because holy cow, do I have a lot of garbage in here.
Oh yeah, so since this has been a point of contention for a while now, after one of the developers said he strongly dislikes its existence, basically, what is your opinion of the simulacrum and Warframe as, like, a game mechanic, basically?
Who cares? Like, okay, wait a minute. What's the argument here? Of like it's bad.
The argument
we don't need it, or...
against it is that because it's where most of the game's YouTubers go to test everything out and show their tests, that's all players who might be getting into the game or discovering it through YouTube are seeing of it.
I failed to see how this is a problem.
And also the fact that tests in it aren't necessarily reliable reflections of how something will function in the game, and yet it's still where everyone goes to test things and where people make claims of what's good and not good based off of.
Okay, do people not understand that it's a test in a controlled environment? Like, okay, of course it's
No,
not
they
going to
don't.
be the exact same as though you were in mid-mission. Like, if you want to run the test in mid-mission, go do it in mid-mission. Don't do it in the
Plenty of people do understand that, but enough don't that it gets really annoying. Enough people don't understand that it's a discussion on the forums pretty regularly.
I mean, we've showcased at our past streams, especially the two like red stick farming ones, that you know, like I had no, especially in the first one, I had no idea, or I had no expectations that the Oberon build and the sniper build and the pennant build that I had would be able to surpass levels of the simulacrum, like go past level 125 and into wherever we wound up, like 208 or whatever, or 201.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd be doing any damage at all at those levels, you know. Now,
Yeah.
it was a happy surprise when that happened, when I was in fact able to do damage, you know, I'm not going to say no to that. But it's like, that if anything, just showed me that's like, okay, yeah, the simulacrum's a great place to, like, run your tests and all that, but, like,
I'm headed
don't
straight for the
don't
boss
say
room,
like
by the way.
this is the limit. Yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to parry him to, I don't know, get good footage. I guess. Who cares? I view the simulacrum tests as very much the same as you would say like, I don't know, a medical test or something in like real life of like, okay, this is a controlled environment, this is what we've seen in this test, but out there in the real world there's going to be, millions of different variables that we will not be able to control, so
Yeah.
you may get a different result. And if you can't separate those two things, like, I'm sorry, you're dumb.
Yeah.
I guess? I don't know. What am I supposed to say to you?
I've heard the opinions in response to that of a couple of different YouTubers, and one of them amounted to, yeah, I can kind of see where he's coming from, and I might agree. And one of them was, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. There's no reason why we shouldn't use it.
Is one of the developers saying that it's a bad thing?
Yeah. Like, on some, like, a live stream, I think, by some community member or something, one of the people on the development team who is on a lot of the dev streams was talking about how much he dislikes it and how heavily it's used in content.
Okay, my question would then be, what did they expect people to use it for?
I mean,
if it's not, if you create a
necessarily
testing environment, do you expect people to not run tests in it? Like, what was the expectation there? That we would use it as, like,
really know.
conclave practice, as if that matters?
I mean, that's our most common use for it.
I mean, okay, sure.
If only because it's better PvP than the actual conclave.
Than the actual conclave, yeah. I mean, that's got to be the dumbest thing that I've ever heard. Like, we'll use, I mean, me, Stark, Dom, and, like, the guys, we'll use the, ever since Private Crucible came out, and, like, D1, and D2, that's been, like, the go-to test bed for at least PvP stuff, if nothing else.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and
still going.
That's not even the case of just us. That's been like everybody, like the YouTube community, the Reddit community, everyone. If like you have something to test, go into Private Crucible. And even the developers have said, we've released this, well, in part just so you can like, dick around with your friends, but also, this is your testing environment. You've wanted one for so long. Go have fun. Go nuts.
I don't think he so much has an issue that there is a testing environment people use as much as it is he doesn't like that it has become the end-all be-all of Warframe YouTube content.
Why does he care?
Because he
That's my question.
Had a part in making a game that he wants people to play and see.
Okay, at a base level though, how does this hurt him? In what way does this hurt him? Either financially or like mentally.
I mean, it
like,
was an answer to a question that something along the lines of what is a feature that currently exists in the game that he most dislikes.
Okay,
like it's not that he just came out and said this out of the blue for no reason.
But did he give like more reason? Did he go into it, or was it just like I don't like
He
this?
had a pretty long explanation of why he disliked it. I just condensed it down to like what I said about it, basically.
It just that seems like a dumb reason. It seems like a dumb reason. Like, I mean, it's
I don't know.
Would they prefer people to go out and just test their stuff and high-level stuff instead? Would that solve the problem? Like, that's just what I'm curious about. If the roles were reversed and say we didn't have a testing ground and everyone went to, I can't think of one, Draco, just because it's the first node that came to my head. If everyone went to Draco and just Draco, like exclusively Draco to run their weapon tests, would this then be a problem of like, oh, everyone's using only Draco and I don't like that?
No, because it would at least be, by his logic, it would at least also be a somewhat decent example of the actual gameplay of Warframe. Since one of his big issues with it being used by the YouTube community is that it's all people on YouTube who might be introduced to the game by its YouTube community, or seeing of it. And I can say, in defense of that particular bit of logic, if the first thing I had seen of the game had been like someone testing out a weapon in a simulacrum, I probably wouldn't have tried the game.
But why though? How does that detract from you wanting to try the game? That's what I don't understand here.
If that was the first thing I had seen of it, I probably wouldn't have looked any farther into it. It's not that it detracts from me wanting to try it. It's that, like, if I were just browsing my YouTube recommendations, if I were, say, a person who enjoyed Destiny, and because of all the correlations people make between the two games, I got led to a Warframe video, and that was what I saw of the game, I probably wouldn't have looked any further into the game.
Because you saw one test in a simulacrum. Like,
Yeah.
here's the thing that, like, what would be my problem with that is, like, the only difference between running a test in a simulacrum and running a test in, like, say, Draco, just to continue using our example, is that the tile set looks different.
Let me put it this way. I guess it's kind of the difference between the videos that Tactical Potato does and the videos that another, I can't remember his name, but another pretty big Warframe YouTuber do. Tactical Potato talks about a weapon, talks about the results he got with it, probably in the simulacrum. But he shows footage of just like playing various missions in the game that looks 10 times more enjoyable than spawning 20 corrupted heavy gunners and going and hitting them.
So that's the problem. It's not even just that, like, their test results are from the simulacrum. It's just the fact that they're showing the simulacrum.
For me,
Is that
to
the
a
problem
degree,
it's having?
yes.
Or for you? Okay.
That was part of the problem he described. I think he did also say something about test results there not being reflective of the actual game, but I can't even remember for sure that he did say
but
that.
But it's if it's not reflective, it's not.
Who are we gonna?
It's not.
Like whose end are we gonna do this?
I'm pretty sure she's next. Oh, I guess yours because you're already there, and I have to teleport back.
All right. I can put my summon sign right outside of Fort, can't I?
Yeah. I mean, they're not okay. They're not reflective. Well, I'm gonna throw mine down first because we're doing it yours.
Oh, right.
Yeah. They're not reflective of the gameplay though. It's not. The reason why I don't understand that argument is because there are. I'm not gonna say there are no missions, but there are very, very few missions where you go in and within like a minute you encounter level 125 enemies. Would I be wrong in saying that? Like, is there a mission
no
where you can go in and starting right off the bat
that quickly? Like
that
even
they start off at level 125?
Yeah, like even in like a level, like even in the last level of a sortie or even in an arbitration, I think they start at
Sortie, last level of
probably
sortie goes from 80 to 100, I think.
Yeah, last level of sortie is 80 to 100. I think arbitration might just start at like 70 to 80.
But yeah, it's either 70 to 80 or 60 to 70.
So, okay, yeah. Even in a sortie, like I think since sorties can't ever be endless, it won't actually go up from there. So, even in that, you're going to see up to 100. In an arbitration, it's probably going to be at least a full reward rotation, probably several, before you see...
Before you
even see 100.
Digits.
Yeah, before you even see 100, let alone 120 or higher. Honestly, I'm pretty sure the event is the first, like, the current, or in events in general, I guess, are the only times I've ever seen simulacrum-level enemies out in an actual mission.
But what makes the simulacrum a bad place to test, other than the visuals. Like, okay, I get that you said that it's boring, and if it look like compared to just running it in like a normal mission, it looks less interesting.
Because it's a
But
controlled
as far as like
environment,
the
even
stats,
with the higher levels, you're actually having an easier time in things than you typically will in an actual mission.
okay, but are they saying it's easier because you can activate immortality, or because you can make the enemy stand still? Like, what's the
Both. That's actually been a
What's the- okay.
long-standing gripe about the simulacrum, even before he mentioned it, is that people
Okay, so
always
if-
test in that, and it's not reflective of actual gameplay difficulty.
say they took away, they narrowed down the simulacrum to just the ability to spawn leveled enemies, like enemies at a certain level. They took away the immortality, they took away infinite health, infinite energy, ammo, all that, right? They took away the ability to access your armory, whatever. And as soon as you spawn enemies, they just started moving around. There's nothing you could do to stop that. If they took basically all the quality of life things away from that testing environment, I mean, would the opinion be changed? Is that because I mean that's all the problems, right? Because now it's basically just
That's
an
all the
actual mission in a
problems I
boring room.
remember him mentioning. There might have been others that I'm forgetting, although... Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, my real problem here is, well, first my real problem is don't make a testing environment and then complain when people use that testing environment. Like,
I mean, he didn't
that's
necessarily
stupid.
have a part in the addition of a testing environment. He might have. I don't know for sure. I can't remember exactly what he is as far as... But he might not have had a part in the addition of it.
Fair enough. But
And it could also
Okay,
just be hindsight is sharper than foresight. Like, he could have been the one that decided, hey, we should have this, and then only realized in hindsight the flaws that such a thing has.
when I see someone
I've
else
started the fight,
go
by
into
the
the
way.
simulacrum, yeah, I'm running up the stairs. When I see someone go into the testing environment, or when we go into the testing environment, I go in with
Man, I suck
the
at
full
this.
understanding that me using this gun or sword or throwing knives or whatever it may be against this
I've
level
been grabbed.
125 enemy, like there's going to be very few, if any, scenarios in which I will actually fight this level 125 enemy with this weapon. I go into it with the understanding of like, okay, if it works this well versus something of this level, then whenever I go fight something that's level 60, you know, then it'll be even better because it might just one-hit it instead of hitting it in 4 shots.
Again?
Or whatever, you know? That's real nice.
I'm amazed that I survived that.
Oh wow, she jumps. That's the second time I've ever seen her do that.
Oh.
I don't know. This whole like not liking the test environment just seems like such an incredible. It's
Behold my life.
Oh. Oh, hi. I'm glad you stopped your spin to win. Just so you could freaking slam me. Oh wow, you jumped again. You're doing a lot of uncommon moves today, aren't you? Why is she not... Her spins are so, like, fractured. Like, she'll do a spin, then wait a beat, then do, like, 2 more spins, instead of just doing the full-on spin.
Oh.
Yeah. I didn't realize that was a 2-tap.
She can't grab it more, right? Now that she has a sword in her offhand.
Yeah.
You sound
I'd
really
love to
confident
say-
about that.
I'd love to say no, but It's been a long time since I fought the dancer, and seeing as she's doing a whole lot of rare moves that I've only ever seen like once or twice before ever, wouldn't be surprised if she has another one that I've just never seen where she just grabs you with her sword. Oh gee, thanks. You know, I'm just gonna use Fireball. Okay, cool, that missed. Cool, that missed.
That fell way
Cool,
short.
that missed. Cool, that missed. Man, I love your hitbox.
No. That last one hit her. That went straight through me and did nothing. That did something though.
That killed me. Killer! Nice. She was about to do her explosion thing too. Rip those souls though.
Alright. Where do you want me to put my summon sign?
Yeah, just wherever.
Right outside the door then?
Anyways, yeah, that works. What was I saying? Oh yeah, this whole like complaining about a testing environment, or just like giving the opinion of like I don't like the testing environment. Like this just seems like something. It seems like another dumb thing to complain about, because why would you ever? Why would anybody ever like something? Basically, what it boils down to.
All right, I can't.
It's like, why would you? This seems like it's the same argument coming from people who just want to make things harder for no reason. Or make things less fun, or like crush other people's spirit. It's like the whole argument of like Sekiro should have an easy mode, or Sekiro should not have an easy mode. It's both of those camps, but on this one subject.
I don't know. I honestly agree with most of the stuff he said about the simulacrum, but I also think it's just a necessary evil.
I don't get why it's evil though. That's my problem here. It's not evil.
Only from a development point of view, I see how it is. And
Okay,
from
take
that
it away
point
then.
of
No, seriously, do that. Take away the simulacrum for a month, right? Force people to do their tests in other areas. See what happens. I'd love to see if that actually impacts anything.
Prince Lothric is in your hands. Please save his soul.
Like if it's really been this thing that, regardless as to whether or not he was a part of the development team, that to like okay the simulacrum, just if this has been a thing that's been weighing on him for this freaking long, you know, just take it away. Take it away for a month or a week or whatever. Just see what happens. See what the community does. Don't say anything. Don't respond to anybody. Just say, hey, we're taking this away for a month. That's it.
honestly,
Then see what happens.
I think there'd be a lot of complaining, but I don't think anything of... Let me think of how to try to put this. I don't think the testing that goes on in it is of any real practical value.
But
So,
why?
There'll be a
That's
lot of
what I don't
complaint-
understand.
Here's the... There will be a lot of complaining, and nothing of any real meaning will happen besides complaining. Like, to me, and I think this is the only real value that really exists in it, the simulacrum is a great place to run in and do a bunch of dumb stuff and see what dumb things work. And turn annoying enemies to kill into pincushions and watch as they just slowly die because they're receiving ridiculous damage. I'm dead.
I'm just gonna homeward bone. I'm not even gonna continue. Oh wow. This is amazing. Alright, can you like leave? Okay, thanks. It's just like you're sticking around for so long. Okay, so by that
All
same
right.
logic, would you this to me that like this tells me, right? If you don't like the simulacrum, then you're also against any sort of like what I've been talking about and wanting for a long time, a testing ground in Fate Grand Order.
But I mean,
That's what you're
I'd
saying.
say there's a bit of a
Basically,
difference in something like Fate Grand Order.
not quite, because both of them have high-level scenarios, and the only high, well, not the only, but the majority of high-level enemies that you face, or challenging enemies, will come from events. Just like
Okay,
Warframe.
answer me a
Admittedly,
question.
there are more high-level stuff just in general in the story, unlike Warframe, but...
Answer me a question, real quick. Out of all the various weapons available in Warframe to test, how many of them offer a truly significant departure from what the rest of them offer?
So you're saying, like, different mechanic, or different...
Yeah. Like
style,
something
like
other
it
than just
dramatically
a
changes your
different
style of
balance
play?
of damage, accuracy, fire rate, etc. I'd say significantly fewer than, say, Servants in Grand Order.
Maybe significantly fewer, but are you, like... Because, see, then you're changing it to advocate of you're going to punish everyone because of these few things.
I'm not saying anyone
Which I'm
should be
also...
punished. Like I said, I don't think there's any valid reason to actually remove it. Like, this discussion, more than anything, was this is something that's been discussed a lot, and I wanted to hear what you had to say on the topic. And was willing to poke a little bit to get more discussion out of it.
But I mean, it's... Okay, yeah, there aren't as many differing mechanics
I
to the
feel that
gunplay
a
of Warframe
significantly
as there would be in Fate
greater
Grand Order.
value. I feel that you can get significantly more useful information out of such a thing in Fate Grand Order than you do in Warframe. There's absolutely no valuable information to be obtained to take the Pangolin Prime, since it's the newest longsword, into the simulacrum and chop up a bunch of heavy gunners when you know, okay, it's a longsword with good crit and good status. It's going to do the same thing that the Dakra Prime and the Prisma Skana and the Skana Prime and the Broken War all do, except maybe a little faster.
So is it a matter of wasting time?
Not
Like
necessarily.
wasting time running tests on this sword because we already know that it's going to be at least as good or better than the previous swords?
Well, yeah, I guess it is kind of. It's a matter of the YouTubers are all going to do it because it gets them content. And a lot of people are going to do it because they think that something will be different, when in reality, basically it really is just a matter of the simulacrum serves no real practical purpose within Warframe besides trying out really dumb things like throwing dozens of permanent Exodia contagion projectiles into a Arachnoid. Like, it's great for proof of concepts of weird little game mechanics like that. But in terms of everyday practical use, there really isn't any. I feel that there are a lot more unusual and interesting things to try that work. Like, a lot of unusual ways game mechanics work together in Grand Order to test out than there are in Warframe, I guess. My soaps are down in front of the dancer room, by the way.
I think, but I mean, it's... I'm trying to think of how I want to word this. If if it's a thing that you don't like, though,
Yeah, like
why does it matter? If it's a thing that you don't like and somebody else likes it, why does it matter?
I mean, in that situation,
that's where I'm at.
it matters because whoever he was talking to asked him specifically, "Is there something in the game you dislike?" That's really the only reason it mattered in the context of him talking about it.
Okay, but why... He dislikes it. Like, okay. I get it if he dislikes it for him personally. As in, like, I wouldn't go to the simulacrum and run tests there. Right? Why does he dislike that other people are using it when it's their choice to use it? I guess that's where I'm getting at, because it's not affecting him personally.
That wasn't as big of a thing for him as the thing about it being the first thing a lot of people see about the game on YouTube. Which I really don't think is as huge a thing as he made it out to be, but I do think it is definitely a thing, because Tactical Potato and Shy are the only two YouTubers I can think of off the top of my head that don't always have it in all of their videos.
So is that where the dislike is coming from? Of the worry that it's driving people away from playing their game? So it's coming from like a business marketing standpoint?
I think so, yeah. He also talked a lot about how there's so much more to the game that people worked on that isn't getting seen or used, but I don't know. That's true, but I'm not sure that's really
I don't think that's true, though. Because for every like weapon test video that there is of the 12 jerk-offs running into the simulacrum to test whatever, I feel like there are also just as many videos of people doing like events, or like what Tactical Potato and Quiet Shy do, or what Zagoroth does, where he just breaks the game with like stupid glitches that nobody else would think of in a million years except for him, because that's all he does with his life, I guess. But I mean, it's my problem is, does he really think that having the simulacrum causes that much of an impact on who and when people play the game?
I guess he thinks that, yeah.
Like, does he really think that because they have a testing ground, and because people use it as a testing ground, which is what I sort of assumed was the intent for people to use, but whatever. So does he really think that just having the testing ground is really driving away that many people? Like, I would just be, my main curiosity here is that, does he think if they didn't have, I don't know how many players Warframe has, right? But for example, let's say there's 10 million. Does he think that if they didn't have a testing ground, they'd have 11 million? Or they'd have 13 million? Or would they have 8 million? Like, what is he expecting to happen in the alternate reality of Warframe, where the simulacrum never came out? Is he expecting the player count to dramatically rise or fall or stay the same?
Who knows?
I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Given the way he was talking, I'd imagine he would expect at least some level of increase. But who knows?
I don't know. It really, to me, seems like an incredibly dumb reason to not like something. Of like, well, people use it too often, and this is the first thing that people see, and because of that, I don't like it. Just doesn't make any sense to me. I guess I could kind of see where they're coming from with the test not being viable. Hey, look, I got grabbed this time. That's nice. I guess I could see where they're coming from.
Grabbing.
Yeah, that's her iframes. I guess I could see.
You really latched on to a really random part of that conversation too. Like, I was wondering more what your opinion was of, like, it as a thing.
Of what, the simulacrum or the argument itself?
Both, I guess.
Oh, hey, look, he died again.
Yeah, I died again.
I think the simulacrum's fine. I don't think it should be removed. I guess here's the thing. I don't think it should be removed. I don't think it should not be removed. If that makes any sense.
Yeah,
like if it's something that the developers.
I agree. Like,
if it's something that the developers decide this is necessary for the betterment of the game, then okay, try it. See if that actually does better the game in the way that you think it will. But if you see a result that it's like, oh, this has actually made the game worse in some way, or harder, or more or less enjoyable, then it should be added back.
it's like I
You
said,
know?
I don't think it contributes anything of practical value to the game, but I also it's not worth removing.
It's I guess my problem with it is that it's something that people find joy in doing, right? Running tests.
Yeah.
And if it's something that they enjoy and you don't like it, just don't use it. You know, it's the same reason of like I don't like.
do agree with you from the perspective of a player. Like, his entire thing was from the perspective of someone who had a hand in developing the game. He felt that it was detrimental to the game. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's really right in saying it's
Here's a great
detrimental to
example.
the game. Like I said, I don't think it has any practical value either way. I think other than the YouTube thing, which I do feel is a somewhat valid criticism of it, but not as big a deal as he made it out to be, I don't really feel that there's any... I don't know.
I mean, if they're upset that it's the first thing that people see is tests run in the simulacrum, how about just support like people using actual gameplay then? Why not make
I
that
don't
a
know.
thing? I don't know how you would do that. Maybe just like, I mean, they have a live stream. Maybe just, I know Bungie does a thing in their like update of the week or whatever. They'll showcase some, community videos of people running, like Crucible or interesting things people have done in strikes or interesting builds or whatever. Like actual gameplay. Sometimes they'll have like one or two videos of some people testing stuff in the private Crucible matches. But the majority of it is people just playing the game and having fun with it, and they'll show like a video or two. It's their community showcase. They have a live stream, why not just do that? Or in their like, patch notes or whatever. Maybe like, hey, and here's some cool things from the community that we want to promote.
Yeah.
Like if that's really if that's the fundamental foundation of his being upset is that he doesn't like that the face of Warframe is all these YouTubers putting out testing ground videos in the simulacrum, then go out there and promote more community videos of people just playing the game and showcasing their builds in the game. Like it's an easy solution that doesn't really cost you anything, I guess that's where my problem lies, is that it's a thing that people don't like, but they haven't come up with a solution for it instead. It's just we'll just go somewhere else.
There doesn't need to be a solution for it, in my opinion. Like I said, I don't think it really contributes anything to the game, but I don't think it really detracts as much as he was saying it does either.
I don't know. It's a hard thing to explain. I think.
And
it's
even
wrong,
if it did,
but
he's not the community manager.
yeah. So.
Why though?
Oh, I wish your attacks weren't linked with the beat of your music because it's so dumb.
Oh, I'm probably gonna die soon. Flee! Oh, that's a sword.
Now you're doing your rolls consistently.
Oh.
I mean, did that answer your question? The like 45
Yeah.
minutes of rambling? Is there anything else you want to know?
I was looking more for a conversation than anything else anyway, and I definitely got that.
Yeah, well, there you go. I think my opinion will always be I cannot possibly see how adding a test environment in any game negatively affects it in any way.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, not saying
And
that every
who
testing
knows,
ground will have
maybe
a
if one day I
positive
were to
effect,
become a game
but-
developer and added such an environment to a game I made, I would think differently, but for now, yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Oh, hey, Cat's in your chat. What's up? Oh
Yep.
no, I looked away and that was a bad time to do that.
Yeah, you shouldn't look away when you're fighting the dancer.
This was such a bad idea. Oh no. Just gonna hit this OJ real quick. Okay.
How did that...
Hey, I don't know, man. Oh no.
I would really rather
really
not
need
be
you to
unlocked.
stop doing these thrust attacks.
I'm dead. Come on!
Come on, come on, come
I
on!
don't have her yet.
Come on, come on, come on! Okay, there we go.
Give me the souls, give me the souls, give me the souls! I just get the
Nah,
souls.
Dixie kicked you out beforehand. Yeah, there it is. I still think... Hold on, what is that thing? Oh, it's a thing, okay. See, I still think that the emote that she uses looks way too much like something puking, but, you know, that's... That's just my perspective on it, so... Oh boy. Alright, so that was 90,000 souls. Let's go spend those. You know, something I realized, we still have to do Arc Dragon Peak. Which I would say we clear that before Solar Cinder, because that's a pretty high level freaking area.
Okay.
Or maybe after Solar Cinder, I don't know, because it's gonna be a pain. I wonder,
So-
actually, if you're still there, Kat, I'm curious if you heard, like, any of the conversation that we just had. My, like, 40-minute rant.
I mean, I would imagine that's what that emoticon was about.
Oh, yeah?
I'd actually noticed her in there before you mentioned it. She'd been in there at least a little while.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Oh, there you go.
I still don't have Titanite for my swords, do I?
Wait a minute, I just talked to her. Was I supposed to listen to what she was saying?
Has the little Lord Ludleth spoken to thee?
I do not. I need 2 Titanite chunks.
I sense that he possesseth some knowledge of a thing once most precious. Or pray tell. Is it a matter
Firekeeper's
of
pretty.
which I should be
I realize that's
afraid?
like a popular opinion, but, you know, that's what I'm gonna
Do
go
what?
with.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Firekeeper just looks nice. She sounds like a nice
Ah.
person. I feel bad that she doesn't have eyes.
Ah? Ashen One.
Okay, time to go to Dancer. I feel like we've died down. We need to find something else for me to rant about.
How's work?
I like that's what you latch onto. Just work, because you know that works.
Oh man, speaking of work, I bashed my arm pretty good today.
Oh yeah?
Still hurts
Freaking
if
nice
I
one.
move my wrist the wrong way.
So how did you manage that before we get to my situation?
So, device I tested today, the second one I tested. I guess technically the fifth device, the second stop I tested. The device was in a box underground, as many of them are, under a huge metal sign. I had to like practically lie down underneath the sign to get to this box. And
Okay.
also the box is, like the lid for the box is half buried, so normally I just stand up on the box and kick all the dirt off. Or get a shovel and use that if it's really bad.
Uh-huh.
But because it's under a sign, I can't do either of these things. So instead, I just take my channel locks, fit them through a little hole in the top of the box, and pull. And my channel locks slip out of the hole, and I bash my arm on the sign that is directly above it. So I in combined pain and rage, throw my channel locks at the ground and spin around, clutching my arm, muttering under my breath through clenched teeth. And then once it's hurting a little bit less, I pick my channel locks back up and use my other hand to try to continue trying to open the box.
But you've confirmed that you haven't broken anything.
Exactly.
And maybe cursed some people.
What direction are we headed in?
Cursed King.
So left.
Yes. Had to think for a minute. Like, I'm looking at your stream and I'm like, I don't know what
Well, my
direction
summon
to
sign is down. Or you can put yours down if you prefer. It doesn't make much of a difference to me.
Oh,
But
Cursed King
yeah.
is gonna suck.
Slowed down my workday quite a bit because I had to do everything with my left hand instead of my right until it quit hurting whenever I tried to turn a screwdriver or a handle or lift my bag.
Good one. At least you didn't break anything, I guess, or sprain anything.
Yeah.
Because you don't, you really probably don't want to be in a hospital these days. Thank you for timing your mace hits exactly with my roll. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate your patronage.
He decided to look at me instead.
Yeah, I'd love to say I have another great rant from my idiot workplace, but I really don't. The dumbest thing that's happened this week, I guess, is that I was notified that while they moved all the press brakes to the other building, none of the pen machines will be moved over.
Okay.
So, which a lot of the stuff that we do requires that it be pemmed, which means that what's going to have to happen now is that for the majority of these orders, they're going to have to be cut at the new build in Peachtree City. Because this is how it's going to go. It's going to be cut at Peachtree City. It's going to be brought to Fayetteville so I can PEM it, right? Then it's going to be taken back to Peachtree City so they can form it. Then it's going to be brought back to Fayetteville so that way they can weld it. Then it's going to go to powder coating. Then it's going to go back to Peachtree City so they can ship it out of Peachtree City. So that's going to be my life.
Nice. Sounds like a whole lot of fun.
Because it's just dumb. And we've already had that with some orders of IMG, which is it's one of our like airline customers. That the airlines are shut down, but I guess they're still working on this order for some dumb reason, because they expect that they're gonna buy them. But yeah,
That's
so
some backswing.
already had that happen where it's like Friday I penned some stuff. Yeah, it does sound absolutely ridiculous, doesn't it? That's what I said. That's what Chad said, my boss. That's what the engineer said when he found out. That's what the welder said when I told him. Literally every person that I've talked to and said, oh yeah, no, this is how they're going to do things. They said, wow, that's the dumbest thing that I think I've ever heard. It's like, and the best part is that the reasoning that they gave, or them, the reasoning that, we'll call him, I'm just going to call him Randy. I don't care if he sees this, he can fire me for all he cares. If he's going to watch a freaking Twitch channel. The reason that Randy gave for all this is that it saves money to have all machines under the same building. Except that I really get the feeling that all the money he is saving is then wasted on gas from going back and forth to the two buildings. But what do I know? Because I don't have a business degree.
Oh, he's not on fire anymore. You've been knocked
It doesn't make any
down.
sense to me that this guy just gains fire resistance for a few seconds after, after being hit with fire, like a fireball. Because like I hit him with a fireball right after you hit him with a fireball, and he's like, nah, I'm not gonna be on fire anymore. See, now it works. Like earlier, it's like, nah. I don't know. That's my rant for this week of just like people not understanding how logistics works. Even
Sounds
though
like
they
you've
should
been
be older
having
and
fun.
smarter than me. I mean, here's the thing. Like, as far as me personally, it just means that I get to dick around and do nothing more, and he's gonna have to pay me for that. So, as far as me drawing a paycheck, I don't particularly care. It's just more like that innate frustration inside of me looking at a broken object or like a broken scenario and going like, you're making this 4 times harder for yourself for literally no reason. And it's like it doesn't require a master's degree to figure this out. It just requires you to have more than 2 brain cells and to stare at it for longer than 5 seconds, but I guess that's a little bit too much to ask for a Georgian. Oh, and then just also listening to all the welders. Not all the welders, but like
Complain.
mainly these 2 welders complain that they're not getting their overtime and that this whole coronavirus stuff is stupid and that it doesn't matter and that's just some like hoax created by the government or whatever, some China nonsense. And I'm just like, okay.
You're dead.
Like, sure guy. I'm sure, you know, President Winnie the Pooh or whatever, all the way in China, whatever the meme is, I'm sure he like created this virus just to deny you your overtime. I'm sure that's what's going on here. It's just frustrating. You know, because there's people that we pay to handle this and we'll call them experts. But then
Summon sign is in the same spot.
excuse me. But then like it's like then when they say go to the experts, we'll ask the experts for things. And then they'll give their opinions like, okay, well, this is why we should do X, Y, and Z. And then we'll cut back to, like, the common guy and go like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. This is all a hoax. And it's like, why did you ask him in the first place? It's like they just want to ask the questions so they can have their own opinions validated. And it's so dumb.
Yeah.
I guess that's just America, though.
That's
So-
just people. It doesn't matter where you're from, that's just how people are.
I mean, that's just people. I feel like it's so much more prevalent in America, though. Maybe that's just me having, like, the tunnel vision of I only see, like, American politics and stuff. So that's, you know, because you only see this, or 90% of what you see is this, then this is, you know, your perspective on it. But, I don't know. It's I should probably end. Good idea. In line though, like positive thing, in line with that whole Well, I guess if you're gonna make this 4 times harder in your logistics department, that means I get to dick around and you have to pay me for it more. Yesterday, I got to watch the entirety of Tiger King on Netflix while at work, so that was that was pretty good. Saw all 7 episodes.
Maybe at some point
such
I'll watch that.
It's a great thing to watch, honestly, but I feel like I don't know. It's a great thing to watch. I feel like it's more of a thing that you watch with other people, so you can freaking meme on it though. Because it's just insanity.
So what I'm hearing is you've made a mistake.
I want to watch it by myself. I don't know. I had a
Yeah.
good time. And that's totally something that'd be up for watching again. I'm just saying that, like, if you're going to watch it, I'd watch it with, like... I'd watch it with your dad, honestly.
Oh.
I feel like that'd make the experience, like, so much better. I feel like he might be interested in it as well. If I don't know, if I know your dad as well as I think I do, I just did that
That
for no reason.
hurt.
Then I think he would enjoy it. If nothing else, just for the pure ridiculousness of what goes on in that documentary. Because I don't know, it's like something. Have you kept up with not the most recent, but like podcasts from like the last 2 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever?
I think I've
Last
actually
month?
kept up with the most recent.
Okay, so the podcast, not this podcast or the last podcast, the podcast that they did on the actual set before the quarantine, right? They started live
who's
streaming
led?
from home.
Yeah.
I think Gavin or Gus, somebody mentioned the fact that, like, you know, they were like 6 episodes in and they were still introducing new characters to the plot, and it just kept getting like snowballing into ridiculousness. I didn't believe that was a thing. I'm like, you're just over exaggerating. It's just a podcast. No, that's totally a thing. It's like you think it's done, and then it's like, all right, here's a new plot point. We're gonna explore this, and you're like, why? Where did this even come from?
Oh, you're still back there. You just disappeared, and I assumed you had run up to here.
But yeah, I wholly recommend it. Tiger King.
Hmm.
Can you stop like stomping on me? That'd be great. Thanks. I'm trying to get my souls, but you cockblock me.
Oh yeah, so you say the last couple of weeks, so I assume you've seen Gavin's webcam set up.
I saw for the first podcast, yeah. Is he still doing that? I thought that was just like a one-time
I don't
thing.
know if he's still doing it, but that one podcast was why I asked.
He just uses a phantom.
I do think actually that he was still using it because I'm pretty sure he mentioned it on an episode of Off Topic too.
Do you have lightning element? Like the lightning pine resin?
Let me look.
If you do, I would equip that right now. Like put it in your hotbar, because
Yeah.
he's gonna be really weak to lightning, and we're probably gonna be using that a lot.
I have 2 of them.
It's better than what I have. I have 1.
All right. Well, I have it ready.
Let's go.
You ignorant slaves. Finally taken notice, have you?
For the longest time, I thought this was Benedict Cumberbatch.
My beloved Ocelot, child of dragons. Well, I will not give him up. For he is all that I have.
Okay. Oh no, please don't sit on me. Oh yeah, I think he uses Pestilent Mercury. Which is like really annoying. He's one of the more annoying bosses that has an annoying phase too.
Dear little Ocelot, where have you gone? Are you hiding from me? Come out. Come out. Don't be afraid.
He's just not gonna quit with that, is he?
Child of dragons.
Nope.
What could you possibly fear? Now, show yourself, Ocelot. My dear little Ocelot.
Oh, why did you project it in front of you? That's just annoying. We're gonna want to build up so much bleed here because this is like the only chance we're gonna get to do it. Oh no! Yeah, I guess if you don't have lightning, the next best thing is bleed. So if you have any of that, then
So if you have any of that we both have, because we're both using curved swords.
yeah. Come on, oh, come on, come on! Get that bleed proc. I don't know how that did damage me, but you know what? Whatever, that's fine. Oh. That's the easiest time I've ever
I did
had
not
with
take
him.
any damage.
I think I got damaged by the Pestilent Mercury a little bit, but like he didn't actually hit me with anything. Alright, I can't wait for him to go freaking full-on sicko mode when we get to yours now.
Won't that be fun?
It's like, I'm just gonna hop all around the map, and you won't be able to touch me, and and like all that good stuff.
With that possibility in mind, I'm gonna go ahead and go spend souls before we do that.
That's what I'm gonna do, yeah. Not that it matters for me, but yeah. You know, I feel like we should start writing down topics for these streams, just so we have things to talk about. Just like treat it like a podcast. Because I mean, I don't know, the whole like conversation around the stupidity of testing grounds actually seemed to work out pretty well.
Yeah. Huh.
That was like 40 minutes.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Then
I've actually been thinking recently, if I do try to start doing any kind of solo live streams, I'll have to write down lists of things to talk about. To talk to myself about, basically. Because the alternative is for me to just occasionally mutter something about the game I'm playing when I realize I should say something.
That's what I was telling. Who was it? I think it was Dom. It's like really hard to have a conversation with at least for me. It's really hard for me to have a conversation with myself for longer than like an hour and a half. Like,
I mean, that's
after
better
an
than
hour
me.
and a half.
It's hard for me to have one to begin with.
Yeah, I guess it's just because like when I was a kid, I'd always like talk to myself while playing games, anyways. So I can do it for a little while.
I do that occasionally, but it not really enough to really be interesting, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean I get it. It's honestly it's a weird thing. Like I'm not touting it as a skill. It's really weird that I do that. But I don't know, it probably works out for recording purposes.
Yeah.
I would hope, at least. I would hope someone benefits from my random mutterings to myself. I mean, if anyone even freaking watches, I don't think anybody does, but you know. Also, it's just like I find myself running through water like crazy because my vocal cords will dry out like every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Especially with it being like pollen season. You know, now it's just like, hey, did you go outside for 0.5 seconds? I hope you don't need your sinuses for the next 3 days.
Man, I've just absolutely loved going to my car to find that it's turned to yellow.
I know, right? I can't remember if like I saw like the first day that the pollen got like really bad. I was like sneezing and coughing. This is like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was like, oh no, I've got corona. This is it. This is the inciting issue. And then when I was on my way driving home, like freaking out, I'm like, oh my god, this is bad. I need to get checked out. I like looked over to the side of a road and saw an entirely yellow car that previously was white, and I was like, oh yeah, it's that time of the year.
Yeah. See, I
Well, that's
immediately,
cool.
like, my immediate first thought was, oh man, this is the worst possible year for an epidemic to be starting, considering everyone's feeling sick anyway.
I know, right?
Like, at this point, if I were to get coronavirus, I mean, obviously I wouldn't
wouldn't
know for a
know.
long time because you don't get symptoms until 2 weeks in. But even once I'm getting symptoms, I wouldn't know because I'm coughing and sneezing and feeling sick all the time anyway.
Right. I've just been essentially since I've been back from Florida actually. Um, well, no, because I didn't do it until like the day after I saw the pollen season thing had started. But since like end of March, I've just been taking Zyrtec like every day. Cause like I don't even want to have to deal with any of this. Cause I've got like it's the triple whammy of I still have asthma, it's pollen season, there's a pandemic, or the quadruple whammy, I guess, and I work in a metal shop. You know, so it's like it's the
That should
multi-tiered
not
sandwich of
have worked
stupidity.
because I was looking right at his front, but hey,
You've been blessed by the kings of lag. Rejoice.
yes.
Man, cutting grass is great.
Ow.
I think I walked in that boss fight with like 2 Estus.
Oh boy!
Like, I'm pretty... Ooh, nope, you're up here. Hey, nope, nope, go away.
Alright, I finished off the night. Some fire would be nice.
Working on it. Alright, well, it's on fire, but, you know, came at great cost, so please take your opportunity here.
Oh, you're dead. Time to flee. I'm dead.
Okay, hold on. I got something I want to talk about. Because I
boy.
think this is funny. I think the stupidity of humanity is funny. So,
I mean,
have you heard the newest? And please, I want to hear if anyone is watching on either of our streams. I really want to hear people's thoughts on this. Cough, cough, cat. Have you heard anything about the 5G coronavirus conspiracy?
oh, that's been around since as long as coronavirus has been on anyone's mind.
Have you? Because I've only heard of the last like 3 weeks. So I
I
don't know
was
if it was like a
already
major
hearing
thing
that
or something
before
that's only.
coronavirus was even a big deal.
Mm. Okay. Well, that sucks. Now I can't. Now I can't. Now I can't have memes based off of it. But man, it's. So I'm assuming. Have you also heard of all the people in like, Britain going around and burning cell towers down?
I did not hear about that.
Yep. It's a bunch of like.
Alright.
It's a bunch of old people and conspiracy theorists freaking burning 5G towers down. And celebrating because they're saying they're staving off Corona.
I am truly. I was gonna say I'm amazed by how dumb people are, but at this point, it's not anything new, I guess.
People are so dumb. It's amazing. It's just that same class of people that's like technology bad, You know, it's like it boggles my mind. Oh, it's witchcraft. It's the devil or whatever. What is this sorcery? Oh my god. I gotta wonder, how does that even start, right? Like, who comes up with that correlation of, oh, we didn't have 5G, now we have 5G, and look, COVID came around at the same time, and it's like, that's not how that, it's not how diseases work. It's not, like, you don't need, I feel like you don't even need, like, top tier education to realize that that's not a thing.
You don't need education at all.
Yeah, you know?
You just
it's
need
like,
common sense.
you know, let's just run. Let's not even deal with that. Like, I threw the fireball thinking, oh, now's the time to attack, but it's like, I really don't want to deal with that. We'll take out the 2 knights up here. That's a much better compromise.
What? I assume the snakes over there drop Titanite of some kind, like the others do. What kind do they drop? Or am I wrong?
I don't think they do.
Oh.
If anything, it might be just like large Titanite. I don't think it's chunks.
That's annoying. Do you know, because I picked up one chunk somewhere here, do you know if there are any other chunks around here?
Oh, maybe it is chunks. Maybe they do drop chunks. Let's, maybe we should kill one just to see.
We can open up that little shortcut from the bonfire.
Yeah, let's do that first.
Actually, I say we go ahead and kill what's-his-face over here first, and then we can just go back over there.
I mean, if you kill him, then I can't be summoned back in.
It's true. Kill one of these real quick and see what it drops.
I'd say... Well, I'd say we open the shortcut, at least.
Okay.
Is that a...
Yeah.
No, I thought that was Invader, it's just this guy. I saw a human-sized person, and I was like, oh no. So it's over here off to the left.
Yep.
There you go. Please go, please
I know
go, please
exactly
go, please
where
go.
this shortcut is because I always use it to escape these guys whenever I come through here on my own.
Oh, your stream is stopped.
Oh.
It's frozen,
Not according
at least.
not according to my phone.
I'm watching it right now, it's not moving. I don't know if
I
it's
just
me.
watched us leave the elevator on my phone.
Why didn't see... Okay, maybe it's just lag on my end then. Oh no.
Got a Titanite scale for all the good it does.
Yeah, well, it's better than nothing. Man, I wish the charms that you guys had were as powerful in our hands as it is in yours. You guys can, like, bring back the freaking dead.
Hey, there's a chunk.
Oh, there you go.
Which I think is the... Let's see. Oh, I'll need more
chunks do you
chunks for... to go up to +8, won't I?
Yeah.
Well, I have enough to go from 6 to 7 at least. And then I guess I'll probably need 4 for 7 to 8, and then a slab. Oh wait, no, I'll need some for 8 to 9 too, and then the slab for 9 to 10.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I'm gonna need, like, an egregious amount of chunks. Oh boy.
Oh, there's a platform there. Oh right, that loops around to where you can backstab the healer guy.
The healer guy, yeah. Alright, well, let's go for this guy since he's right over here and he's having a seizure on my screen.
Hey, here was another chunk just on this corpse. Oh, of course he's after me. Ow.
Oh, that's a toxic proc.
Yeah, I'm dead.
That's fine, so am I. See, the reason why I don't think these guys have chunks or anything is because they respawn. And, like,
Don't the other
feel
ones
like-
respawn too, and they just don't drop the second time?
Yeah, I guess so. Oh yeah, I didn't open the shortcut on mine. Well, that's gonna be an experience.
I can just put my summon sign down before the shortcut. Or no, you put yours down. I'm
No.
done.
I mean, it doesn't matter for me because we killed the boss in this area already. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
what
gonna
I
have
was
to do
saying.
that
Is
by
you can
myself at
put
some
what
point.
I meant is you can put yours down before the shortcut. I'll have to.
so have you been stopped or questioned by anybody, like the police or something?
Nope.
Like, hey, why are you still working? No? Okay.
Have you?
No, not yet.
All right, I need to.
I'm a little surprised. I can't tell if that's just like a massive coincidence thing, like both of our parts, or if it's just they don't care that much. I mean, I don't know. I guess you probably for the most part get home before 6, right? Or not too
Yeah.
late after 6. Like you're not really getting home at like 10:30 at night or something. So and I'm usually home by like 5 o'clock or something at the latest. Man, I can't even begin to tell you how great traffic has been. Like, if there's been one good thing
Yeah.
to come out of this pandemic, it's that I don't have to deal with as many idiots.
I've gotten so much more work done thanks to that.
You think there'll ever be a point
Really?
where you're caught up?
No. What do you mean?
Yeah.
There's no such thing as caught up.
I'm just curious. You know? Not caught up as in, like, there's no more work to be done, but caught up as in, like, limited amount, I guess? This is the quietest elevator. There are elevators in real life powered by motors that are louder than this thing. You know, there might actually be a chunk up here, now that I think about it. Oh, I'm glad I came all the way over here just to fall off immediately. Fantastic decision making on my part.
There's a dragon scale ring.
Oh. Well, okay then. I think the only thing that does is, like, reduces backstab damage. It's just like, cool.
Right, my souls are way over there. I hate these things.
So does everybody else. They're just the worst.
It's dead.
It's because their hitbox is dumb, they flop all over the place. What'd you get from it?
Large Titanite shard.
Okay.
Time to leave.
I mean, do you wanna... Yeah. There's a chance that maybe one of them drops not that, but... I don't really care enough to stick around. Just punts you. Okay.
Hmm.
So seeing as how bleed, just the natural bleed on our weapons worked out so great last time, I'm gonna put some Carthus Rouge on mine.
I know.
Hmm.
I might do the same thing.
You know, it might not actually be that bad, but, well,
What?
I guess not, because it doesn't do that much damage. I was about to say, it might not be that bad of an idea to put, like, a hollow gem on my katana, since I'm gonna be at 99 hollowed for most of the game anyway, and then just make this a bleed build. But, I don't know, that works better with, like, something that can build up bleed very quickly, like the claws or something.
Why?
But, why would you... why? Is that the only spell you know? What kind of magician are you? Hey, I actually got hit that time.
Ow.
Man, why are you such a chump? Holy crap. Like, what even were these two fights? Like, this one was a little bit closer than the other one, because, like, you and I got hit, you know, a few times, but, like,
Yeah.
still, that doesn't even compare to some of the headaches that I've had with Stark when we run through this. A lot of these bosses seem so much easier than what I remember. And I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, keep in mind, on your usual characters, you're at new game plus 6, 7, 83.
I think we're at
Something
8
ridiculous like that.
now. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna run through and get all the chunks that I missed. So you said there was like one on the right side towards
There's
the boss
one.
room, and then there's another one in the shortcut.
Yeah, there's one in the shortcut right next to the door that leads back to the starting area. There's one next to the knight with the great sword near the door. Like the one that... The knight with the great sword that's looking down little stairs kind of to the left of where you go for the boss room. The one that killed you that one time. There's one past him. And then looking online, it looks like there's also one in one of the elevator shafts somewhere.
One of the elevator shafts. Okay. Maybe in the first one? Because I mean, I
That's
pretty much
my
never
guess.
went
Like
into
at the
first
bottom of that one, maybe, since neither of us have actually been down there.
This is probably true. Let's see. Let's look through this whole elevator shaft. Now, I wonder if they mean the shaft is in like, is there another elevator? Blah, blah, blah. Is there another elevator that comes up underneath this one? And then we get on that, and then we get another one? Or,
I don't
oh,
think
wait a
it's
minute.
in. When I said that, I don't think it's
That's
in
a
the
ring of
shaft.
sacrifice.
Actually, I think it's just.
They're just down near the elevator.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give it a quick look around. But,
Okay. No, actually, I
let's
just
see.
misread what it was. It's not actually that.
Well, you know, how dare you?
Oh,
I got a
right, the other
toxic talk
one-
for this.
Okay. The other one is down when you're exiting or entering the shortcut, the end of the shortcut in the swamp. If you're exiting to the right, there's two little items like up in corners against the wall.
Okay. Think I know what you're talking about.
Are you in the well,
I'm in the elevator going up the shortcut.
when you're going back the other way, let me know.
Back the other way. You mean like
Yeah.
to backstab the priest guy?
No, when you're coming back through the shortcut, exiting that elevator room into the swamp.
Okay.
Like once you're done opening all the doors and such, when you're headed back through.
Nice going, everybody. Thank you for healing yourself, even though you didn't take any damage? I mean, okay, you can do that. Okay, so there's that one right there. Let me open this door, and then you said going back down, there's another one.
Yep. You go all the way
Okay.
down to the bottom of the elevator, and then go out in the swamp, and immediately once you the elevator is in, you make a right, and you should see an item in a corner ahead of you.
Well, let's hope I don't get poisoned to death on my way back down there. As I am wont to do currently.
Well, don't.
You said the only thing down here was the dragon scale ring, right? And this shortcut thing.
Yeah. That's the only thing I found there, at least.
Alright. Okay, so these two pickups, got it.
Yep.
Okay, that's pine resin, and this is probably the chunk, right? Yep, that's the chunk. Now let's go to Bonfire Last Resting. So have you decided as to whether or not you're gonna continue the Royal streams? Or you think not?
Whenever I eventually do another playthrough, I might do it, but considering the fact that I was already
Like a quarter of
almost
the
at
way
the
in
end,
or a third of the way in?
yeah, easily. Like, literally, the stream I did was the second half of the second palace. Like, you know, where it kicks
Yeah.
you out partway through because of the big door?
Yeah.
The stream I did was after opening that door. Like, from when you've
Yeah, that's
opened the
pretty far
door
in.
to when you've discovered the treasure, which isn't much
That's like
of
the
the game.
halfway point of that palace, isn't it?
Yeah,
wanna
I'd
say?
say so. It honestly might be even further than half. I'm guessing we're headed towards Champion Guntier.
Yeah. Don't forget to use your Estus shard though, that we got down there.
All right.
What neat.
Guess I'll have to head back to Firelink once I've gotten this bonfire.
Oh, I need to go get the Farron coal. Because that allows me to
Oh.
do dex infusions. Okay. I was like, why can't I use my sharp gem? And I was like, wait a minute.
So chains that curl into a circle are safe, right? Guess I could just hit it and
Yes.
find out.
I mean that too. It's not like this.
Tight knife
Thankfully, this
scale.
doesn't have the Dark Souls. Doesn't have the Dark Souls 2 problem where you can actually break some chests.
Fun.
Then you just lose the item that's in them. It's like, oh.
Oh, someone even put a helpful note saying no monster ahead.
Oh, that's nice. I wonder if this one should be more strength-based. Yeah, because I lose 5 there. Gain better scaling there. Oh, wait a minute. This is sharp. I meant to do heavy. Crap. Oh, no, wait a minute. It is heavy. Okay, got it. It's like, what is going on? Did a thing, and now I can't reverse the thing.
But yeah, I
Pretty be careful.
it was actually that short little bit of a stream that I did that made me realize, hey, I need to have things to talk about if I'm going to do solo streams.
Yeah, it's honestly like whenever I do Sekiro and stuff, that's pretty easy because I can just rage about how bad.
I
the
didn't
game
get an
is.
Estus shard.
Oh, you didn't?
No. Where was it?
You know, that's a good question. I think when you come down the elevator and you know how I always roll off at that top little cliff, I think if you go down there and then head to the left.
Seems like ages, but I miss the old bugger right.
And then down that little path, I think that's where it is.
What a small.
Okay, so wait, I just gave him a coal. What does this coal do? Oh, this lets me do chaos infusions. Got it. Which, if I was splitting between... If I was splitting between faith and intelligence, I might actually have done, because that would fit more in line with this character. But seeing as I'm not doing that, we're just gonna stick with this. And then I can just use the freaking fire thing.
Oh yeah, but also
Which actually,
apparently
did I learn that?
I did some reading, and apparently it's only the first, like, the new content of the game, because they added like an entirely new palace and some other new content at the end. The new content actually can't be streamed. Like, they removed the streaming restriction on the stuff that was game, and any stuff that's part of new stuff that is part of what was in the original game is it'll you stream, but any of the completely new content it won't let you. So I'm back to needing I'm back to needing a capture card if I want to
But you can
stream
record,
everything.
though.
No, I can stream. Just only the bits
No,
of
the
it.
new content, I mean. You can
The new
record the new
content.
content. Like, that's not an
No,
issue.
I'd need a capture card too.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Okay. I mean, that's not... Yeah, that's not bad.
What?
I mean, yeah, it definitely isn't a huge issue, but my point is, it's only the pre-existing content that you can stream with the built-in function on the PlayStation.
Pretty be careful.
I wonder how long is that going to stay in effect? You know,
I
that
mean,
whole
they never
restriction.
removed it on the original game, so I imagine it'll just be permanent.
Really? Yeah, I
Like-
guess that is true. They never did remove it.
Yeah, like if you go back and play the original game, you still can't stream it. It's just that you can stream the original game's content in Royal. You know what? I should have plenty of homeward bones.
Where do I get
I
the
can't
fourth
actually see how many that is. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the Karthus Pyromancy Tome.
Ah. I don't know then.
In the Abyss Watcher's bonfire, go across the bridge with the scimitar-wielding skeleton. Go up the nearby staircase, head down the hallway to the left, and descend the ladder you find... Oh, right. I know where this is. I'm gonna go do that.
Do you know where that is?
I do know where that is. Because this... And I don't think the buff on the sword is actually affected by... Let's see. It's actually affected by faith or intelligence. I'm pretty sure it's just a flat damage. Karthus Flame Arc. Does Karthus Flame Arc scale? Let's do that. Does the arc scale flame? Does it scale with your pyro flame, your intelligence, and faith? It scales with spell buff.
Guessing I'll need 4 total for my... Nope, for my next upgrade. Yep.
Okay, got it. So, it does scale slightly with intelligence and faith and your spellcast, but it looks like really the bigger part is that it just adds, even at like no scaling or very low scaling, it adds at least 100 damage to whatever you're using. It's flame damage, but it's still 100 damage. And I will take that because that's better than nothing. I think that man just fell off the cliff.
Nice.
Cross the bridge with a scimitar wielding skeleton. I go all the way down to this thing. Oh, that was a bad idea. Forgot about the pressure plate. Please don't look at me. Okay. Oh, why are there 2 of you? Why are there 2 of you? Is this not where the thing said it would? Oh. Da -da 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 -da. Is this not it either? Where is this thing? Maybe I don't know where this is. Maybe this is just a big lie.
Hey, that's another chunk. That's also another chunk. I only need 1 more.
Where are you getting these chunks from?
Untended graves. I went ahead and started exploring. On a totally unrelated note, dogs.
Dogs. I'm sure this is fascinating content, but I promise you I'm actually trying to do research here.
Sure you are.
Where is this stupid thing? I'm down here. Where's the thing?
That's 2 lizards.
Is it?
Nope, I don't want to look away from that.
No. I'm looking for the Karthus Pyromancy Tomb. Yeah, right. Okay, so go down from the Abyss Watcher's bonfire, cross the bridge with the scimitar wielding skeleton. Go up the nearby staircase, head down the hallway to the left, and descend the ladder you find. You see the red-eyed Shodal skeleton, there's an illusory wall on the right. Oh, right. It's behind that stupid wall. Crap. time to rub my face against all these walls. Are you fighting the lizard?
Fun.
Is there not even a message in here going like, hey, illusionary wall over here? Gee, thanks, Dark Souls community. Okay, let's watch the video. I'm not gonna spend the next 15 minutes rubbing my face against every single wall to find this thing. Like, it's not gonna happen.
Oh, I ran out of stamina.
Well,
Oh, this man breathes fire, apparently.
yeah, I do that.
Would have been really nice to know that a little earlier.
Wait, what?
Hmm? I don't want to go there.
So there's not an illusion? Did I already pick it up? That's the Deep Braille Divine Tome. I'm gonna assume I already picked it up, but if I did, why doesn't he have the stuff?
Oh, that's a okay. Bye.
Time to eat some poison.
Well then.
Well, specifically poison for you.
Oh right, I can't rest when I'm being invaded. Even if it's a fake invader.
Do not. What is it?
Well, time for me to get wrecked by an invader, I guess.
I mean, it's an AI invader.
You forget, I'm bad at games.
Besides, it mostly just spams magic.
Instead it's spammed sword.
I'm surprised you did that. Usually they
And
don't.
called on friends.
Alright, well, I'm on my way there. Hey, it's
Well,
Sneaky
I'll
Boy.
probably be dead.
Okay, stop being
I've
this
been
tryhard.
parried.
Oh yeah, she doesn't capitalize on it though.
Say that!
Oh, did she? Man, a lot of firsts for this invader today. Well, my slopes are down.
Oh.
Time to grab another thing of peanuts.
Yeah, see, not that you particularly need any kind of edge when it comes if it were to ever come to us dueling in Dark Souls, but if ever you needed to just completely ruin me, all you'd need is magic, because I'm garbage at fighting anything that uses it.
Ooh, you would hate my Pyromancer then.
I'm sure.
Alright, come on, Gundyr. It's big boy time.
Now might not be the best time to mention this, but I have one Estus.
We can kill Gundyr, well. If you bring in the other Phantom, we could probably kill Gundyr with a 1S.
I guess we'll find out.
Oh no! Hey! Okay, forgot. Can't parry
You
that.
died. Oh, you didn't die.
No,
You
I'm
nearly
fine.
died.
I almost did. Yeah, I can still parry that even in tryhard mode, my guy.
That went surprisingly well. I think he hit me once the entire time.
Dude, he's dead. Stop. Freaking Swordmaster over there like, I'm gonna parry your ghost! It's like, alright, calm down. He's dead already. Like, we already killed him twice. He's not coming back for a third serving.
Alright, I guess I'll head back to Untended Graves and put my summon sign down.
You know, I appreciate Gundyr for the fact that he uses, like, all of the abilities of his polearm. You know, except for, I guess, maybe, like, the bottom pole thrust. You could do that, but... Like, he uses it as a charge weapon, he uses it as a sweeping weapon, he uses it as kind of like a slam. I mean, I guess it's not really supposed to do that, but... You know, he uses it at its range, he uses the... I like the combo where he'll like, do the forward thrust, and then he'll grab the weapon, and then uses the bottom of it as, like, a punt upwards, as, like, a big lever. I appreciate that he does that. I don't know, he just has a really cool moveset. I hate that he's such a, like, wimpy boss. Yeah, we should go kill the two lizards, huh? Dogs, please. Dogs, please. I'm in a corner. I'm gonna die. This is the end for me.
Well, I've distracted 2 of them for you.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're dogs. They have the ghost of the gods. Just stop. Stop, please. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop for like 4 seconds. Just stop it. Stop. Stop it. Stop teleporting. Okay.
I'm dead.
I'll come back and get you. My dogs are the worst.
Oh.
Dogs in any video game are just the worst. Like, you freaking
Even Far Cry 5?
prove me wrong. Yes, even Far Cry 5. They're the worst. Dogs are the worst AI in literally any video game. Change my mind. I'm not even saying real life dogs are bad. Like, I couldn't really care
I'll say that.
either way. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care either way. If your dog's annoying, your dog's annoying. I will tell you that, but, you know. I'm pretty neutral when it comes to dogs, but just dogs in video games, it's like, they're just the worst.
I'm guessing you're headed back towards the lizards.
Yeah. Oh, hey, look, another dog.
Well, just don't. Oh.
Alright, no magic. Hold on. Hey, nice. Man, I wish I needed these skills for literally anything. Pretty sure I have enough to max out a weapon at this point. Yeah, 11.
I wish the weapon I need them for won't literally be from the last boss we fight, and
The
therefore
last
meaningless.
thing we kill. Well, there's always New Game Plus. Alright, come on, let's get it.
That's a little disappointing.
I don't know why you thought that was a good idea, but... Oh no, what a trade. Freaking none of the AI in this game are smart. It's like, come on, I know you can be. Because Sekiro exists. Yeah, we should probably clear out the enemies here, because if not, the Swordmaster is going to go ham on everybody.
Can Guntyr bleed?
Yep. Everything can bleed. I don't think there's a single enemy that's, like, just to bleed in any way, actually.
That's good to know.
Well, I mean, like, they'll be resistant, but there's not any enemy that's immune to bleed. Put it that way. Oh, rip the Swordmaster.
Well, so much for the Swordmaster.
You poor man.
That did not actually do much to him.
Oof! Thanks for that.
Ow. Okay. Good to know that he can do a 180 in midair. Oh,
He just hates
Neat.
the Swordmaster. Holy crap.
ow.
If only I could parry his fist.
Ow.
Actually, I'm gonna apply my fire buff here again.
Man, he really doesn't like me right now. I'd love to have the opportunity
Yeah,
to
he's
heal.
in his like sprint phase now. Why are you? I already attacked you. Stop attacking him. Stop it. You're being a jerk.
I live somehow.
We can't parry the kick though. This guy is just the pinnacle of freaking Lamau get bodied. Like, holy cow.
Ember.
Yee. Can I rest? Can I rest? Get out of here. I want to rest. Let me rest.
No.
I'm tired.
No.
I just want to go home. I like the idea of the Ashen one being like he's not the protagonist. He's just he gets summoned, like he gets resurrected. And he's like, man, it was so nice being dead. Why'd you do this?
Isn't that
Why'd you do this to
basically
me?
the entire premise of the Souls series?
No, like we're summoned for a purpose, and you know we're back because we're like the great hero that'll save the day. But no one's ever like as far as I'm aware, anyways, like us, the main character, is never like, "Ugh, I just want to go back to sleep. You know, like. Ooh, here's Big Man Axe. Oh, you didn't care. Oh, that's jump attack. I can't parry that. Well, blank things. Why? There we go. Things that make the Black Knight frustrating is that they're heavily resistant to fire attacks, which is kind of my whole thing. So, you know, do not appreciate. I do like that they clank with every step that they take, though. Just don't turn around, please.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the one with the axe is like really freaking paranoid.
I noticed. Not very strong, though.
No, not really. None of them are, to be perfectly honest with you.
Well, now what can this
Artorias of the Abyss. Arr.
best not tap?
Best not tarry long. Hey, the blacksmith hammer. What a meme. Alright, I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything else of interest here, so we're just gonna go back to the shrine. Go back to the shrine, then we'll go to Upper Lothric. How long do you want to go, by the way?
However long.
It's upsetting. I feel like maybe it's just because of, like,
Very well,
the
then
soul
no.
cost for the levels in the later like new games or whatever you want to call it. It feels like we don't get as much souls for killing bosses or for using boss souls as we do in like our very first run through. Maybe that's just me, but
Farewell, Ashen
I
One.
don't know. Definitely does feel like something's lacking on that front.
Are there any useful things in...
Darkfire Link?
Yeah.
Not really.
Be like that.
You got the coiled sword fragment already, right?
Yep.
Pretty sure that's it.
Which is basically just
I
like an
mean-
infinite use homeward bone, right?
Yeah. But if you take it up to Pickle Pea, she'll give you a Titanite chunk.
Hmm.
What was I going to say? Crap, I can't remember. Oh, I think if you had the tower key unlocked, then you could go and get like the Firekeeper's eyes, but that's like for a whole quest thing and doesn't really matter. Just kind of like an Easter egg, really, more than any actual like legitimate use. Time for me to fail this tree jump 14 times. Oh wow. Okay. You know what I hate about that? The fact that I was sitting here thinking, man, I'm gonna fail this jump so many times, and then he's gonna tell me to do it at this angle, and then I'm going to do it in the first try. As soon as I switched to the angle you told me about, I did it in one try, and it just makes me so upset. It makes me so upset that this is the world that I live in.
Man, we're all the way back to the first episode of our live stream.
It's just, it makes me so mad. Ooh, Titanite Slab, thank you, goodbye. I'm never gonna talk to you ever again, because this is all I needed you for. I like how we don't even see Pickle Pea, but there's hentai of her. It's just like, the community's amazing. I guess it's not that far of a stretch, really, but... Alright. There you go. Alright, Black Knight Glaive is at +5. Hey.
Pretty be careful, don't that.
We're making progress.
Oh wow, only 2 tries.
Shut up. Freaking you're the
Works
worst.
wonders when you know the correct direction to approach from.
I wonder if anyone... Well, no, never mind. Oh, so did I tell you I figured out how I broke my, what's it called? My shoulder buttons? My controller?
Oh,
Sekiro.
makes sense.
That's why they snapped. Freaking, I was spamming block, because it was the block one that broke, and I was like, how did this even happen? And I was playing it today, and I was like, I bet I broke them because of this! fight all of the tryhard knights.
So how do I give them the coiled sword fragment?
You leave it in their nest.
Okay.
You leave it and then she'll start freaking out or whatever, and then you go back. It'll be there. Oh, that instantly killed me. Okay. That's cool.
Nice work.
Did she give you the slab?
Yep.
Cool.
Alright.
Alrighty, let's try this again. You get parried 4 times in a row. This poor Lothric Knight. It didn't have to be this way. It didn't have to be this way, Dobney. No, I question why this priest has a longsword.
Why not?
Feel like you're not a priest at that point, you know? Maybe unpopular opinion? I can't see where I'm going because the camera's just screwing me over.
Sounds like Dark Souls, alright.
Yeah, that's basically just FromSoft. That's their MO. Like bosses, who cares, right? But when it comes to the actual game mechanics, like, all right, how hard can we make the camera just be as inconvenient as humanly possible? Let's get that down pat.
Oh. You can trade in black fire bombs for Titanite chunks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. That's gonna kill me, isn't it? Yep. Oh, okay. Well, it's a good thing I used my souls before I came over here.
Oh boy, I forgot how aggressive he is.
Yeah, just make sure he doesn't get the buff, because then that gives him like damage resistance and a damage boost.
I killed the priest before, like, I snuck around behind him and killed the priest before I started fighting him.
Yeah, that's a good idea. God, this night sucks. All of them do, legitimately, but this one just specifically is just the worst.
Got him.
Alright, so I'm putting my
The
white soaps.
stun. Hey, he had a chunk. That's awesome. The stun right at the beginning of the, whatever it's called, the left trigger attack on these swords is a wonderful thing.
I put my soaps down back in that room. In the night room.
Ah. Hey, look, there they are. Oh boy, and this other knight got buffed. I was hoping to creep up behind him. Oh well. Oh, I think he's after you. Okay, never mind.
Oh boy. Good morning! Yeah, these don't get smushed as hard either. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with that.
Oh!
Deal with any part of that. Alright, thanks. Thanks for the backswing. Appreciate it. Really makes me wake up in the morning. Alrighty. Was there anything? No, there's not a doorway back here. I thought there was a doorway for some reason. Here's the other bonfire.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Alright, you ready for spin to win nights? Because that's what we're about to get. Oh yeah, watch out for the ones up top. They'll throw those undead hunter charms, and you won't be able to heal or something. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna get Big Boy up here, down real quick. Hey, come on, man. I'm freaking waiting. No? Okay. There it is.
Ow. Oh.
Probably dropped like his armor or something.
Large Titanite shard.
Yeah. I don't know, like at this point in the game,
There's
I don't know
nothing up here.
why they're still dropping that and not like chunks. Doesn't really make any sense to me, but whatever.
I guess maybe they think a normal player on their first time through might be trying out and upgrading a whole bunch of different weapons. I don't know.
I guess. But I feel like most of the weapons that would be used are going to be like boss weapons and the like, which you wouldn't really need large titanite for, you know? Or like the special weapons.
Really?
I don't know why I've had this song stuck in my head for this whole week, and I hate it. I hate it so much. It's not even a good song. It's just like an earworm that I can't get rid of.
That was an enemy.
Where are you?
I was down where you were fighting, collecting some items. It's a good thing I went back there. There was a chunk.
Alright, time to do this on mine.
Yep. I'm gonna go spend some souls, spend some titanite, and then I'll go back and throw down my summon sign.
I love when they start the animation and then you just backstab them. You gotta run down the stairs? Come on, do it. Do it, I dare you. Well, okay, I did ask.
Do you want me to just go ahead and put my summon sign at that next bonfire up there?
Yeah. Oh, no way, you both tried thrust at the exact same time. Freaking coordinated effort over here.
Or I can put it in that room.
Come on. Now we're fine. It's like the best combo.
Spin to win.
Spin to win. It's true in League of Legends and it's true here.
Well, maybe one day in the eventual future I'll finish loading and be able to put down a summon sign.
He's still a loading screen?
I'm on a loading screen. Okay, there we go. Summon sign down.
I feel like I have chapped lips. I don't like that. I know they're not. It's just a feeling. Oh. What's that down there? Oh, that's back the other way. I don't want to do that.
What?
What? Oh, I'm able to summon Phantom. Hey, what's going on?
It won't let me put...
You being invaded?
Right. Yep.
I'm just gonna throw mine down real quick. There you go.
I appreciate it. Oh. This man politely waited for me to notice him, and I very much appreciate that.
So this is an interesting predicament. I can't throw mine down. Like,
Are you
it's
being
not
invaded?
even that it's like I'm not. I can still select my summon sign, but when I do the animation, it doesn't put a white sign down.
It would seem
So
your
I don't
game
know
is
what
broken.
that means. Well, this is cool. I'm gonna rest at the bonfire. And, I don't know. Come back, I guess. Okay, they're down now. Just like in the middle of the
Well,
room.
it doesn't matter because I died.
Oh, that was quick.
I've told you before, I'm not good at this game.
That was still really quick. Okay, I get rolling through furniture when we're down in, like, the garbage chapel or whatever. This is a freaking king's court. Why can't I roll through these chairs?
For fun.
Are you telling me he has such shoddy craftsmanship
Alright.
that I
Summon
can
sign
just
is
roll
down.
through all of his furniture? That's so dumb. Guess who's being invaded this time?
Oh boy.
Watch it be the same guy. That'd be really funny. Be really funny if I could just wreck this man. Was it Zellum? Zellum? I don't know how that is. If you remember his name.
That might be him.
Well, let's find out, I guess. Oh, look, he's got a Black Knight weapon.
He has a different weapon, but that's the same outfit.
Ooh, a chunk. Hold on. We're waiting. We're not gonna. Nah, I'm not gonna get drawn into fighting the freaking ads. I'm not doing that. Oh, I will open this chest though.
Oh, there was a chest, and I missed it.
Oh, it's the Hood of Prayer and stuff. It's cool. It doesn't have as much range as you think it is. I mean, I'm not gonna roll over there. I don't have a seed of a giant tree, do I? No, I don't. That sucks.
He's after you.
Okay, you got 2 cracks in. Congratulations. I'm not gonna fight the ads, dude.
Man, I got rid of my fire bombs, so I can't annoy him.
Oh, he's gonna win that trade. Yeah, he won that trade. He won that trade so hard. Man, I wish I had a seed of a giant tree. Just so bad. I should have checked. Probably would have even gotten one too. Back at the thing. Just gonna roll
Oh,
this
that's
furniture,
got.
'cause, I mean, why not?
I'm dead.
Come on, my guy. Come on, there's only one of me now. And I mean, your only opinion of me is that I suck, so... Oh, you're gonna do Black Microwave? Okay.
Well, I'm gonna put my summon sign down in that area where you're fighting. So.
I mean, it's not gonna matter. So long as he's here, I won't be able to see it again anyway.
Oh. Well, once you're done, it'll be right there.
I'm surprised they didn't do the, Yeah, nice try there, bud. I'm surprised they didn't give me a stun lock thing. Let's change tactics here. Actually, really quick. Let me come back in this room, because if I am going to die, like I most likely will, because he's whipped out a straight sword and he's going to be that cancer, then... Yeah, there you are. There you go, there's the point down. Fulfill the requirements of the edge. Alright, well, back to... Yep. Yeah.
Oh boy, this is going to be a lot of fun when I get back to my world and forget that I had a Lothric Knight after me.
I didn't see. I might have had enough chunks to upgrade my sword. Oh, I did not.
You should have checked.
Oh. I only have 3. Yeah, it's not going to be enough. I need 6, I think.
I picked up a whole bunch of them through this area. Came around the corner to find a hollow sliding down the stairs on his face. Oh.
Sweet. Oh, what the heck? Where'd you come from?
Yeah, there's an axeman here.
Right.
Did
I
you
hate the
check
dragon bit.
all around that little lower area back there where you were fighting when we were going through on my end? Because I think I found a chunk there, although I can't say for 100% sure.
No, but we can go back now that the bonfire's lit. You may as well. This is probably one over here. No, that's a weary soldier. What about this guy? That's a Titanite chunk. Look, actually, that was 2 Titanite chunks, I think. Yeah, it was 2 Titanite chunks. Nice. Just one more and I can get this sword to +9, and then I'll just need a slab. Which we should be actually getting to the point where a few of them will start spawning.
Was the
There's one
slab
at the bottom of
what
the
you
elevator.
got from Pickle Pete with the coiled sword fragment?
Yeah, but I used that on the Black Knight glaive already.
Oh, right, I forgot you have two.
Because I had that as +4. I have 3 technically. I also have the great bow. No, 4, because
yeah.
I also have the split leaf greatsword. But I'm also upgrading for the memes.
What?
Nice. Crap, I'm just gonna run, I'm just gonna run, I'm just gonna run.
Oh. Well, I won't, because I got here too late to manage it. Oh, okay, somehow the fire caught me, even though I didn't think I was where it could.
I'm going to see... Oh my god, stop. Alright, cool. Thanks for breathing fire like 4 times, dragons. Appreciate it so hard.
You died.
I hate this part. There's 2 ways we can go about doing this part, and both of them suck.
Oh. Oh, there's that Lothric
One of
Knight!
them... One of them is we roll all the way through and hope that the damage doesn't kill us. The other way is I guess I can hope that I have enough great arrows that I can kill one of the dragons from here.
Do you have a particular preference as to those 2 options?
I don't think I have enough great arrows. Okay, I made it across. Mine, anyways. Alright, where's this stupid snake? Alright, well, there goes one. Oh, and these guys drop Titanite chunks too, so it'll be super helpful when we get around here. Alright, I'm gonna go back. I'm going to pick you up.
Alright, I'll
And then we will continue onwards.
throw my summon sign down a little before the bridge.
Is this you exchange black fire bombs for chunks?
Yep.
Okay. I think I have a few of those. Yeah, I have 6. I'll probably go do that. Oh man, lightning urns. Woo. Alright, my subs are back down at the bonfire.
Oh. Alright. Oh, dang it.
What'd you do?
I was hoping to be able to just run across before the dragons landed like you did, but somehow it noticed me running close to the bridge, and now they're both there.
Oh, that makes things a little difficult.
Yeah.
Do I have red bug pellets? I do have red bug pellets.
Thinking maybe each of us pop one of those and just roll through.
I mean, only one person needs to roll through. So I was
That's
thinking I
true.
could just roll through and...
And you have pyromancy.
Because I don't... Yeah, I can
And
just
that
roll
helps
through
with the
and then go...
snakes. You
'cause
said
as
you
long
have
as
a
we can...
summon sign at the bonfire?
Yeah.
I am embered.
Do you want me to move it?
Might be good. 'Cause
I'll
it's
move it
not-
up to the top of the stairs.
Alright.
Yeah, there's less rubble there, you'll be able to see it more clearly. Also, probably once we clear both of these areas, I'll be done with Dark Souls for the night.
Alright.
Like for you and for me. And that'll be a decent amount. I mean, at that point, it's going to be well over 3 hours.
If this doesn't show up, we might be done now. Oh, is that it? What?
What?
Oh, wait. Yeah, I forgot I had put mine down. I was really confused for a moment.
Oh, well, that's why you can't see mine.
Oh,
Pick yours
is
back
it?
up.
There it goes.
When you have done the big dumb.
I'm fighting the Lothric Knight, by the way.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and run across. Please take a little bit longer in your wake up animations. Oh, hey, look, a connection error.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty cool.
Well, I guess I'll use this opportunity to refresh my Estus. I might being invaded again?
Are you being invaded again?
I heard a person summon in.
Oh yeah, you're being invaded again. Okay, I'll throw my subs down. Get back at top of the stairs. Man, you get bad luck tonight, huh?
Yeah. I don't even know where this person is. Oh, here they come.
Start Persona Royal so bad.
Do it.
I should. I want to. You could have attacked me there, man. I don't know why you didn't. That was a bad idea. Oh. This is why. I mean, sure, you can run this direction. Oh, wait, yeah, you don't have the...
How does that...
Nice. Nice! He died because of the fire. I don't even care that I died. I took him with me.
Oh, boy.
Alright. Let's try that again.
What a productive few minutes this has been.
I mean, I got through on my end. I wish it would display how many souls each soul consumable will give you, so you can like judge whether or not
That
it's worth it
would
to
really
use them
be
right now.
nice, wouldn't it? The only way to tell is
blender
to...
in my house? What is that?
Probably.
Alright, round 2.
Wouldn't this be round 3, because the first time you got disconnected?
Shut up. It didn't happen. You saw nothing. Hey, can you stop that? Please? Why are you breathing like 500 times? Do it once. There's already enough fire here. You can't make it like double fire. That's not how this works. Jesus. Like, what if I did it again? And again? And again? And again? I'm like, just stop. There's no like fire DLC edition or something. It's not a microtransaction. You can't just buy more of it. Can I even touch this? I don't think I can. Yeah, okay. It's a host thing. Can you stop spawning idiots, please, for like 4 seconds? So I can kick this man in the foot. Thank you.
Lightning Iron. Ember. That's not hopeful.
Finally. remember rolling through this area with Stark, and every time, just the fact that there were 2 dragons in one instance would make his game chug. Oh, don't forget to lift up the gate before we leave.
Yeah.
Let's see, what's my stamina at?
Yep, there's
29?
the gate.
I'll put 1 more point into that and then put the rest into health. Well, I don't have any S's left. Have fun!
Why would you do this to me? This man does not stagger. I'm dead.
Yeah, he has an ultra great sword. They don't stagger. They don't stagger unless you also have an ultra great sword. Or I guess a Black Knight weapon. Black Knight weapons pretty much make everyone stagger, but that's kind of special scenario. Why am I going over here? This is dumb. I still gotta clear stuff on your end.
I can just put my, or you can just put your summon sign in a little courtyard before the gate.
Yeah, I'm just
like
gonna do
between
that.
the dragons. Ember restored.
Time for more peanuts.
Why would you do such a thing?
Man, I should go drink our contract things over to Mike. You'd be dead like 14 times over.
Why does he aggro from so far away? Also, the priest buffed himself.
Because he's an all-seeing god.
That went a lot better. I'm gonna go retrieve my souls.
I'm gonna take on this Lothric Knight that's currently sliding across the ground.
Ow.
Where did you even get a buff? You weren't anywhere near the priest guy. Like, my man wasn't even looking at you, and you just got the buff for no reason. Oh, wait a minute, we still have more to do. Yeah?
Got something caught in my nose. And it's rather unpleasant.
Oh, it's time for Try Hard Night! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We have company. Can't see him health bar. How do we get to the other guy? Oh, I think there is an Estus shard somewhere down here under this bridge, by the way.
Yeah. But there's like 5 snakes down there too. Okay.
Oh, hi, guy. Hi. Hey, how's it going? Where'd you come from? We're just gonna apply that real quick. Oh, I should have done that with the greatsword one.
Probably.
Stop freaking looking at me.
Dang it.
Why? Holy cow, you're just the worst. There's only one snake guy down here. What do you mean?
There's a bunch of other guys that turn into them when they're provoked.
What'd he give?
For shard. But there are 2 chunks just lying around down here though.
No, I'm not going to mess with you. I don't even want to deal with that.
Thought there was one more of those, but I guess not. I think we need to go
There's
back
a
up
shard down
and
here.
I think we have to go back up and drop onto the ledge
The little
from
ledge?
the bridge. Yeah.
Or like bone dust or something. Maybe it was a bone dust.
No, there definitely is one of those there, but it's on that ledge.
I have the tiniest amount of health.
Well, don't. Have more.
Alright, let me just will myself to do that real quick. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight that guy without.
More health.
Yeah. Well, without more help. Like without you being there, because it's not gonna happen. Like I'm gonna walk in here, he's gonna do like a spin to win, and I'm just gonna die. Like that.
Well, I think this is a fight for another time.
Oh, he was coming for you for a minute there.
Well, let me know when your summon sign is back down. I'll go ahead and grab this, whatever it is, while I'm waiting.
Soaps are back down.
Alright. Undead Bone Shard.
Okay, and that's at the little drop down?
Yeah, the side closer to the dragons.
Okay.
There's also an item on the other side too that I guess I can see what it is when we go back around to fight that knight. Are you... Your summon sign is in the courtyard again?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Hey look, a summon sign. Oh, overshot a little bit, apparently. Is that an item that I missed out on? Do I need to go around here? Oh, there's still guys.
You know what's really stupid? So there's
What?
this, occasionally I'll get things popping up in my feed from this website, Comic Book Revolution, CBR.
Mhm. Yeah.
You get the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay. I swear they just discovered Fate last week.
No,
Literally
because I've
every
been
single
getting stuff
article.
from them a lot regarding Fate, even before recently.
It's just, but it's like the dumbest,
Yes.
stupidest things. Like the 5 best things about Saber and the 5 worst things about Saber. It's like, what? Who cares? And then you'll like I clicked on one of them just because I got so freaking sick of having to see it every time. I was like, okay, what is it actually about? Is this actually just garbage? And it is. It's just garbage.
It is,
It's like,
yeah.
what's the worst thing about Saber? Well, okay, you know, he's kind of lame. I'm like, that's not that's your opinion. Like, it's not. You're presenting it as fact. And like, there was one article where it claims that like, what was it? It was like
That's
the
not where I meant to go.
five
Oh well.
the 5 best things about like Saber
I'm headed
X
for that
Shiro
night,
and the
by
5
the way. I
worst.
don't know where you headed.
The night.
The one that
Oh,
killed
the
you.
the big night. Yeah, okay. I'm going back up that way. But it's like, I don't know. They're just horrible. They're just the worst. If I went
Yeah.
out of business tomorrow, I would not be sad. I don't even want to see it anymore. Like, I don't know why it's here. Where are you guys coming from? I already killed everybody here. What the heck? Actually, here's what we're gonna do. Don't show stories from CBR because I hate them with a fiery passion. I like how all of those rinky-dink enemies completely ignored you and ran all the way back up to my spawn to kill me.
Oh, they didn't ignore me. They were all around because they had been chasing me. Ow.
Spin, 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 spin. Man, but like, talk about utter trash.
Yeah.
It's just like, I feel like literally either of us could write anything better, you know?
Yeah.
Like, people are
Definitely.
paid to write these articles, and it just makes me freaking sad. I guess it's also like one of those things where like tier lists, I also consider like tier lists or like 5 reasons why not, or like the lowest form of freaking commentary. This is bad. How did you... Oh, you went around the way. Okay.
What?
Like, I'm guessing you went all the way up here and then dropped off the little edge down here?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I didn't. I forgot. I thought there was a ladder to go back up, but I'm just... Yeah,
Nope.
that's fine. Whoop. Alright, let's keep going.
So, okay. I get Dark Souls is like big, like major thing is stamina management and all that. I'm gonna go around and get an item up off of that ledge real quick, by the way. So, I'll be a moment
Okay.
before I get over there. I wish sprinting didn't take up stamina. I
really
don't
wish it didn't.
feel like it not consuming stamina would really detract in any way from the whole stamina management aspect of the game.
PvP.
Okay, that's fair.
That's the I mean, I don't like it either, but that's the only reason why it's a thing. I can tell you that right now. Because if not, then you just have people running away for literally ever. So it's one of those things where it kind of just forces you to fight your enemy at some point. You know, you can still run away for a long time, but you will have to turn around and face them sooner or later.
Ah, well, that was completely useless.
Alright, when you get down, or when you get up to the top of the stairs, we have a little drop off we gotta get to. So we can kill this other, snack boy. You know, this isn't so much a complaint as it is a commentary. I feel like there's not enough kama hentai. Like, there's hentai of everyone else, right? A lot of it. But just considering the
Now that you mention that, I guess I
type of
haven't
character
seen
that
any
she
of that
is,
pop up.
I've seen a few, but it's
I'm pretty
not to
sure
the same
there's a
degree as
safer
like.
way down there
There's
than
not.
just jumping off. If you
I
say
mean, if you
so.
had Silver Cat Ring, I guess you could use that.
Ow. Oh, I'm nearly dead.
I don't know, just something I noticed. A little random thing. Pretty sure just my
Yeah,
brain is like,
very
hey, isn't this an
random
interesting thing? Because like, there's so much. Like, Jalter has like volumes.
I mean, she's also kind of like at this point, the big, like, face of Grand Order, basically.
I don't get why. I really
Neither
don't.
do I, but it's the case.
Like, it's more than MASH, and that doesn't. Oh, I'm just gonna get eaten. Okay. Is that it? Yeah, that's me dead. Alright, well, have fun.
It's still at it.
It's still going, yeah.
That definitely should have hit me.
I don't know how you escaped that. He just went through you somehow. You went into the Shadow Realm, and he just passed through you. I don't know what just happened. I don't know what I just witnessed. It was some demon magic, though. There's also not that much Kiara. Well, there is. There's a lot of Kiara hentai, but it's not to the same degree as everyone else either. It's weird to me because I feel like, considering just the way the servants are made to be so exceedingly lewd, and yet they're not
Yes, everyone gets all
What do you
they
call that?
need from the officials.
hentalized. I don't know if that's a verb or not. It's gonna be now.
I'm dead.
How did
I'm
that
somehow not dead. I was wandering around aimlessly and fell off of a roof onto another roof. Oh, I know where I am. This is where you should have backstabbed the guy with the greatsword.
Oh yeah.
Well, should I put down my summon sign, or... Like, do you
No,
still
put
need
mine
to get...
down one more time.
Alright.
Because there are still things that we need to unlock on your end. Oh, that was so satisfying. Man, how many freaking parts are there to this lost belt? Like, number
Many.
5, I mean. Like in JP. Because
Probably
it's like
just
5.2? They did 5.1 and then 5.2.
Yeah, it's probably just the two would be my guess.
It's just, it's... I don't know. Weird.
So just having
Can't
gone
believe I
down
have
in
that
this
many.
means I can call it back down later, right?
Yeah, you can. I would go ahead and get
Alright.
the slab though while we're here.
Where is that?
We have to activate this and wait for it to go all the way back up.
Oh.
I'm just gonna wait here, so that way I don't have to, have to fight those guys. I don't really want to deal with that right now.
It's no longer making noises.
Is it not here? I could have sworn it was right here.
I'm gonna say it's not here.
Oh, okay. Man, I want Lancer Mordred already. I won't have to wait 2 years.
Too bad.
Oh no, wait, there's a third tier to this elevator, that's what it is. All the way at the top of this castle.
I mean, there's no real reason for us to get the slab on my end, because I only need the one for these for this weapon.
I mean, just in case you want another one, you know? Wanna upgrade another thing of swords or whatever. Well, I guess that is it then, so this is just the boss. I mean, if you want to do it, we can.
I only have
I
3
guess,
Estus
right
left.
here. Yeah, okay, maybe not. We'll just go unlock the stuff on mine, and then we'll call it a night. Because I still gotta kill the dragon, then we gotta kill the knights, and then I gotta go down and get the bone shards and all that.
Want me to just put my summon sign in the courtyard like you've been doing with yours?
Yeah.
Alright, it should be in about the same spot yours was. Are you embered?
I should be. I'm not.
Kinda thought that might be the case.
Oh, is this it? Hey, look, put him like right under me. Ooh.
You haven't
What in
opened the
world?
gate. What?
This dude. Hold on, let me see if I can find this thing again.
Oh yeah, so I'm obviously not going to say any more about it than this, but I nearly accidentally sent you major Persona 5 spoilers earlier today.
How? Why?
I happened across a hilarious meme that I was about to send you only to realize that it spoils a major plot point that I don't think you've gotten to yet.
Alright, can we put that on pause for a minute?
Okay.
This dude just put a post up in the Game Press forums saying that he's like, hey, I'm having trouble in Babylonia.
Okay.
In like the latter half of Babylonia. What am I? He says, I'm gonna take a picture of my servants and I want you to tell me what I'm doing wrong. right?
Let me guess right now.
So I'm like,
His team is
okay,
Fion,
take a guess.
Steno, Gilles. That's his team. He doesn't even have backup.
You're gonna be so disappointed.
Oh,
You're gonna
boy.
be disgusted, actually, and maybe even shocked. It's
Oh,
not of his
boy.
team. It's of his roster.
Oh, okay.
Think about this for a minute. What would be bad here? This is a mimic. This is not a mimic.
I just heard a snake get angry.
Yeah, that's probably the one up top.
Like his roster and just all the servants.
I'm just gonna tell you right now, his highest servant level is level 63.
Yeah, that's definitely a problem.
How do you make it past Camelot? How? Even if you used maxed out, grailed 100, 10, 10, 10, like 2000 HP attack servants, how do you do this? Somebody tell me. What was the secret? He doesn't, according to him at least, he doesn't use quartz. He does use, like, the command spells, right? But just how? Like, Camelot was already rough with
gotta
some,
be
like, some servants. I don't know. I don't know. I can't
Like,
tell. I'm
unless
so confused.
you say none of them are higher than level 63. Unless the person is using, like, all 3-star and lower servants, that's just... There's no way.
I don't understand this. I don't understand how this man has accomplished such a feat. It makes no sense to me. How do you get to Babylonia? How do you get that far in Babylonia? To like node 20 or whatever, like...
My game just froze.
Oh. Okay.
My game crashed.
That's
Well,
interesting.
I'll throw my summon sign down in the courtyard once I load back in. Actually,
mean,
I
at
can
this
make my
point-
way around and put it down near that knight. If you're planning to fight
Like, at
him.
this point, I'm just gonna go... Did he give you anything? Do you remember?
I don't think so.
Like, anything of any relevance? I mean, at this point, I'll probably just, like... Get
Call it.
my bone dust, and then call it there.
Ah.
Yeah, because I'm just gonna drop down this little thing.
So
We're
we'll
not really-
deal
we're
with
not gonna fight
Dragon
the boss
Slayer
tonight.
armor next time around.
We'll deal Dragon Slayer next time, yeah. 'Cause it's already like 10:45.
Fair enough. In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and end my stream.
Go for 3 hours and 20 minutes. Like, it's been a hot minute. Just gonna take this and go back to the shrine bonfire.